Amelia Earhart's mysterious disappearance, only solved 30 years later. Feeling the pull of the air since childhood, Amelia Earhart devoted her life to flying, being considered the world's most daring aviator. She began by accepting to take part as a passenger on a dangerous flight across the Atlantic Ocean, thus becoming the first woman to cross the Atlantic in flight. Then followed, between 1929 and 1937, flights that represented just as many successes: participation in a transcontinental flight contest, organized only for women, the first flight across the Atlantic, belonging to a woman alone on board her plane, setting the women's distance record, Los Angeles, New Jersey. 3,939 kilometers in 19 hours and 40 minutes, self-beating this record on the same route, 17 hours, 7 minutes and 30 seconds. Flying over the Pacific Ocean, 3,875 kilometers, a flight from California to Mexico City, 3,500 kilometers in 13 hours, and returning non-stop from Mexico City to New York for 1,000 kilometers. The crowning achievement of these successes, a gigantic raid across 5 continents with a teammate, with a takeoff from Miami and the last known landing at La New Guinea, after 32 days of flight and 35,420 kilometers traveled, also marked the end of this exceptional life. A few hours after taking off for Howland Island, the final point of the raid, Amelia Earhart sent her last message: "Us. I am forced to land due to lack of gas. S.O.S. Us." Although they were searched for by numerous ships and part of the American air fleet, Amelia and her teammate were not found, nor were the remains of the plane. The mystery of this unjust disappearance was only revealed 30 years later by an American journalist, Fred Gorner, who learned from some natives of the island of Saipan, which was under Japanese mandate between the two world wars, that in mid-July 1937, when they were about to land on Howland Island, Japanese soldiers brought a man and a woman to the island, whom they executed. From what the American journalist explained, it emerged that in this raid, Amelia Earhart and her teammate were also going to fulfill a military mission of great importance: to observe and possibly photograph the airfields and war installations of the Japanese military units located in this area. Having run out of gas, however, they landed on the beach of an island under Japanese control, without giving the flight position to be rescued, given the secret nature of their military mission. The Japanese authorities, informed by the fishermen, found radio equipment and cameras on the plane, considered them spies, arrested them, and executed them. In Amelia Earhart's book, many pages of which were written during flights under the protection of the autopilot, which she put into operation for a while, published posthumously, with a significant title given by her husband, The Last Flight, among the reflections on the quality of a good pilot, on the need for a woman to assert herself in social life just like a man, on the beauty of the Earth's surface seen from above. She also offers us an explanation of her irresistible attraction to flight. The desire to fly is basically the desire for beauty. For this, she noted during a flight she was making from Hawaii to the coast of the American continent, "It is enough for me to think only of this divinely beautiful flight. Consciously or unconsciously, the desire to fly is nothing other than the attraction of beauty. Always a beauty."